सर्वमङ्गला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। Shri Durga Sharanam, Shubha Vijaya to all the viewers. Welcome you all to the Dasami Puja at the Belur Math, the headquarters of the Ramakrishna Math and the Ramakrishna Mission. Today is the holy Vijaya Dashami, the victorious 10th day of the Navaratri celebrations. In the Belur Math, the concluding rituals of the Durga Puja will begin in the morning. Swamis and Brahmacharins of the Ramakrishna Sangha can be seen offering Pushpanjali at the feet of the Divine Mother. Mother Durga is victorious today. She has vanquished the Asuras in the battlefield. She has subdued all the evil forces which confronted her. The world has become untroubled and contented once again by the grace of the Divine Mother, Shri Durga. Holy river Ganga can be seen. Belur Math is situated on the western bank of river Ganga. The temple dedicated to Swami Brahmananda and the Durga Pandal, which is constructed adjacent to the universal temple dedicated to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Mother Durga is triumphant today. The figure of Devi Durga, her consecrated image, is represented as having 10 hands, holding divine weapons to subdue the evil forces and symbols of mercy and protection. Vara and Abhaya she has for her devotees. The iconic temple of Belur Math the awe-inspiring majesty of the temple is coupled with its austere simplicity, which spontaneously kindles devotion in us. Mother Durga has vanquished the Asuras in the battlefield. She has subdued the evil forces which confronted the world, the gods and the humanity. She has brought peace and prosperity back to the life of the gods and men. Her form has assumed a look of composure and grace. Dasami Puja is about to begin. Today is the victorious 10th day of the Navaratri, the Vijaya Dashami of the Durga Puja at Belur Math. The festival of 9 nights, Navaratri, culminates with the Vijaya Dashami, also known as Dasara in some part of our country. The day is celebrated with much enthusiasm across the country, especially in Bengal. Vijayadashami or Dasara marks the victory of good over evil. Dasara must be a Tadbhava word from the Sanskrit Dashahara. Dasha doshan harati iti dashaharaha. This is the etymology of the word. It's Dashahara because it destroys 10 defects of the human mind. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Dambha, Asuya, Ahankara and Jadata. Pride, jealousy, lust, attachment, anger, ego, greed, insensibility, conceit and envy. Brahmachari Shubhrato Maharaj is offering Arghya at the feet of the Divine Mother before taking the ceremonial seat to begin the puja. The representation of Devi Durga and her parivaras, the goddess and her retinue in the puja mandaps of Bengal has great spiritual significance and artistic subtlety. The platform on which the images are arranged is known as the Kathamo. There are 7 murtis on the Kathamo. Mother Durga is in the middle. Mother Durga is seen as Mahishasura Mardini. Her right foot is on her Vahana, the Simha, the lion. Devi Durga's left foot is on the Mahishasura, who is hit by the Shula on her hand. On the right side of Mother Durga, we can see Shri Lakshmi and Ganesh. Lakshmi is placed above, and Ganesh or Ganapati, as he is called, is placed slightly below. Similarly, on the left side of the mother, we can see Shri Saraswati and Kartikeya, who is also known as Subramanya. Baneshwara Shivalinga and Narayana Shila are brought to the puja mandap and placed in front of the mother for worship. Brahmachari Shubhrato Maharaj The officiating priest has taken his seat. On his right side is Swami Shastratnanandaji Maharaj, the Tantra Dharak of the puja ceremonies. Mother Sri Durga, the Universal Mother, the Divine Mother, is worshipped here at Belur Math as the Mahishasura Mardini, ever undefeated and always eager for her well-being, for our well-being, for the well-being of the whole world. Her face expresses a strong resolve to always keep the Asuri Shakti subdued. The puja, the Dasami Puja of Devi Durga will begin shortly. The Devi Ghata, which was consecrated and placed in front of the Devi, is worshipped on all the puja days by the Durga Pujaka. The puja is being performed today on the Dashami as well, in the very beginning of the daily rituals. Achamana and other purificatory rites and consecration rituals are taking place now in the puja mandapa.
माता स्वाहा सूर्यार्घदानम नमो विवस्वते ब्रह्मन् भास्वते विष्णु तेजसे जगत् सवित्रे सुचये सवित्रे कर्मदायिने ईश्वर्घौं ह्रां ह्रीं श्री सूर्याय नमः ओम जवाकुसुम संकाशं काश्यपेयं महादूतिं ध्वान्तारीं सर्वपापग्नं प्रणतोऽस्मि दिवाकरम् ओम स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्य
The Swasti Vachana ceremony is taking place,
सामान्यार्घ्य स्थापना,
followed by Samanyarghya Sthapana. Only when one is pure in body and mind does he or she become eligible for any spiritual practice. One should therefore begin sadhana, spiritual practices and worship only after purifying oneself, both physically and mentally.
ओम गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु ओम एते गन्धपुष्पे तीर्थेभ्यो नमः.
All the tirthas, the holy rivers, are invited to be present in the Samanyarghya, the purified water for the puja rituals.
द्वारदेवता पूजनम् एते गन्धपुष्पे ओं द्वारदेवताभ्यो नमः एते गन्धपुष्पे ओं ह्रीं ब्रह्मणे नमः
Dwaradevata Puja,
एते गन्धपुष्पे ओं
various
वास्तुपुरुषाय
divinities
नमः
associated with
भूतापसारणम्
the worship
ओम
are given
सर्वविघ्नानुसारय हुं फट् स्वाहा हं अपसर्पन्तु ते भूता ये
some
भूता
offerings.
भुवि संस्थिता ये भूता विघ्नकर्तारस्ते नश्यन्तु शिवाज्ञया ॐ वेतालाश्च पिशाचाश्च राक्षसाश्च सरीसृता अपसर्पन्तु ते चण्डिकाश्रेणैव तारिता भूमिशुद्ध्यं
Today is
रक्ष
the
रक्ष हुं
Vijaya
फट्
Dashami,
स्वाहा
the victorious 10th day.
आसनशुद्ध्यं पवित्रवज्रभूमे हुं हुं फट् स्वाहा एते गन्धपुष्पे ओं
In
ह्रीं
the Belur Math,
आधारशक्त्यादिभ्यो नमः
the global headquarters of the Ramakrishna Math and the Ramakrishna Mission, the concluding rituals of the Durga Puja are being performed today in the Puja Mandap. In the evening today, after the Sandhya Aratrikam, the Vesper service to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the image of Mother Durga will be immersed in the Ganga. Mother's face expresses a strong resolve today to always keep the evil forces subdued, and at the same time it is full of love and grace towards the righteous, her devotees and her children. Flowers are ritually purified as part of the puja. Many visitors have come to the holy premises of this math to take part in the puja and partake prasad. According to Ramayana, it was on the Dasara day, the 10th day of the Durga Puja or the Navaratri Puja. It was on this day that Lord Rama defeated Ravan, the king of Lanka. Ravan is also known as the Dashamukha, that is, a person with 10 heads. Ravana was full of mada, pride, matsarya, jealousy, kama, lust, moha, attachment, krodha, anger, ahankar, ego, lobha, greed, jadada. Jadata is insensibility, dambha, conceit, irshya, envy. Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra cut off these 10 heads by the divine help extended to him by the gracious Devi Durga. Thus, the Vijaya Dashami or the Dasara is the festival of our inner purity. It is a celebration of a mind liberated from all blemishes and imperfections. Rishyadinyasa is being performed. After completing the puja on the Kalparambha Ghata, Pujari Maharaj and Tantradharak Maharaj have now begun Devi Puja in the Puja Mandap.
Om Kang Kang Bang 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 Om Kanishtabhyang Bhushatang Yang Rang
There,
Rang Shang
the
Sang Hang
puja
Lang Shang
rituals
Karatara Prishtabhyam Astraya
especially
Phat
enjoined
Om
for the
Kang Kang Bang
Dashami
Bang Wang
Tithi
Hang Lidaya Namo Im Chang Chang Jang Jang Yang Shirashi Swaha Om Kang Kang Dang
are
Dang Dang
now being
Shihai Vashatim
performed
Tang Tang
in
Dang Dang
front
Dang
of
Ai
the
Prabhuchaya
consecrated
Om Kang
image of
Kang Bang Bang
Devi
Bang Om
Mahishasuri
Niratraya
Mardini.
Bhushatang Yang Dang Dang Bang Shang Sang Hang Lang Shang Karatara Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat Antarmatrikanya
These preliminary rites
Omadhare
are the
Lingana
same as those of
Bhaurigaye
any
Sarasije
puja
Kalumudi
performed
Lalate
as per the
Dve
Agama
Patre
Tantra tradition.
Shoratare Dvidashadashadale Dvadasharde Chatushke Vasante Valamadhye Dafakata Sahite Kantate Sheswaranam Hangshang Tatvartha Yuktam Sakalatalagatam Varna Rupam
Now the
Namami
nyasas begin. The revered monks of the Ramakrishna order are present on this holy day in the puja mandap. Devotees are sitting in rapt attention,
Om Pancha Shalpibir Vibhakta Mukhado Panamadhya
uttering
Bakshasthalam
prayers
Bhaswan
and
Mauli
meditating
Chandra
on the divine
Shakalamadi
form of
Natungastani
Devi Durga.
Mudra Makshagunam Sudhardhya Kalasam Vidyancha Hastam Bujai Vibhranam Vishada Prabham Trinayanam Bhagdevatam Asray.
Today is the Vijaya Dashami. The Durga Puja celebrations will be concluded today at Belur Math. On this Vijaya Dashami day, Devi Durga stood victorious over the demon Mahishasura.
Ardhendu Mauli Marunam Aravinda Shangastham Varneshwarim Pranamatastanavaranamram.
On the puja mandap, various nyasa karmas are being performed. Mahishasura had performed severe penances to be immortal. He wanted to live forever. However, when Lord Brahma told him that it wasn't possible, the arrogant demon altered his request. Ravana wished that if he were to be killed, it had to be by a woman. The deeply prejudiced Mahishasura was extremely confident that no woman was strong enough to slay him. Soon, with his newfound strength, he started wreaking havoc in the three worlds, terrifying even the gods themselves. That's when the Jagat Janani Devi Durga came to their rescue, came to the rescue of the Devas and the human beings. Mother Durga challenged the demon and his forces and fought with him in a 9-day long battle, ultimately slaying the powerful Asura. That's why the Durga Puja culminates with the Vijaya celebrations on this 10th day.
Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunimilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sangsararnavaghore Yakkarnadhara Swarupaka Namostu Ramakrishnaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ganesha Puja.
Having concluded the Guru Puja, the Pujak Maharaj, the Pujari and Tantudhara are now proceeding to the Panchadevata Puja. These preliminary pujas will be followed by a Dashopachara Puja to Devi Durga, which will be followed by Devi's Visarjan Puja.
Idam sopakarana bhagaino naivedyamam ganganeshaya namaha.
Chanting the holy names of Shri Durga, reciting the Devi Mahatmyam, and even listening to her charitas, her leelas and avadanas, her divine feats, are extremely auspicious on the Vijayadashami day. The winds blew favorably and the world was once again a realm of peace when Shumbha and Nishumbha were killed by Devi Durga.
Ekadantam mahakayamalambodaram gajananam vignanashakarang devam herambam pranamamyam Om sarva vighna vinashaya sarva kalyana hetavi Parvati Priyaputraya Ganeshaya Namo Namaha. Shiva Puja.
Ganesha Puja is concluded. Ganesha is the Vighnanashaka, the destroyer of all obstacles in our path to Abhyudaya or Nishrayasa. Shiva Puja follows.
Om Aim Trambakam Jajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam
Snaniyam is offered on the Baneshwara Shivalinga first by uttering Veda mantras and the Shiva Gayatri.
Om Namah Shivaya Dhyayen Nityam Mahesham Rajatagirinibham Charu Chandravatamsam Ratna Kalpo Jwalangang Parashumrigavara Bhiti Hastam Prasannam Padmasinam Samantastutamamaraganirvyagrakritim Vasanam Vishwadyam Vishwabijam Nikhilabhayaram Panchavakram Trinetram.
Meditation was performed on the divine form of Lord Shiva. 5 upacharas are offered on the Baneshwara Shivalinga. Gandha, Pushpa, Bilyapatra, Dhupa, Deepa, followed by Naivedya.
Isha Chandana Patra Pushpanjali Om Namah Shivaya Namaha Ete Gandha Pushpe Om Hrim Gaurjai Nama Ete Gandha Pushpe Om Ashtamurti Bhyo Nama
Mangalamayi Shivarchana
Shantaya Karanatraya Hetave Nivedayami Chatmanam Tangati Parameshwara Tavatatvamana Janami Kidrishosi Maheshwara Yadrishosi Mahadeva Tadrishaya Namo Namaha Surya Om Ram Rim Saraktam Bujashanam
Yadrishosi Mahadeva Tadrishaya Namo
Bhajami Padmadvaya Bhayavaram Dhatatankarav Jairi Madikya Mauli Marunangaru Chintrinetram Ishaganda Om Ram Rim Sasri Suryaya Nama Idam Sachandana
Shiva Puja is followed by Surya Puja. Surya is another important deity worshipped as part of the Panchadevata Puja in the north.
Idam Sopakarana Bhagane Vidyam Om Ram Rim Sasri Suryaya Namaha Isha Chandana Pushpanjali Om Ram Rim Sasri Suryaya Namaha Om Javakusuma Sankasham Kashyapiyang Mahadvitim Dvantarim Sarva Papagnam Pranato Smidi Karam Narayana.
Surya Puja is followed by Narayana Puja. Sriman Narayana is worshipped in the form of a Salagrama
सभूमिं सर्वतः स्मृत्वा अत्यत्तिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् अमग्निमीले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवमृत्युजं
The first mantras of all the Vedas are chanted, and the Snani Odakam is poured
श्रेष्ठतमाय कर्मणि
from Shankha and then from Samanyartha on the Narayana Shila.
Om Shanno Devi Ravishtaye Shanno Bhavantu Pitaye Shangyo Ravisravantu Naha.
A ceremonial bath is offered to Bhagavan Narayana. This is followed by Panchopachara Puja. Panchadevata Puja, worship of 5 principal deities of Hinduism, is an important part of any special puja in our religion. This is thought to have been instituted by Bhagavan Shankaracharya, the 8th century saint who preached Advaita Vedanta in the length and breadth of our country.
Om Namo Narayanaya.
Narayana Puja is underway.
Dhiyas sada savitri mandala madhyavarti Narayana sarasijasana sannivishtaha Keuravan kanaka kundalavan kiriti hari hiranamaya vapurudhrita shankha chakra.
Panchadevata Puja unifies various theistic schools within Hinduism. Panchadevata Puja, as part of any Smartha Puja, incorporates the worship of the main principal deities of various theistic schools within our religion: Ganapatyam, Kaumaram, Shaivam, Vaishnavam and Shaktam. In the south it is Kaumaram, the worship of Kumara, Subramanya or Kartikeya. This tradition is replaced by Surya Puja in the north, since Surya is mainly worshipped as a great deity in the north of India.
Go Brahmana Hitaya cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Trailokya Pujita Shriman Sada Vijaya Vardhana Shantin Kurugada Pane Narayana.
In Panchadevata Puja, various schools of Hinduism, various theistic schools of Hinduism are harmonized.
Shankang Chakram Kripanam Trishikam Apikarairudvahantim Trinetram Sinhaskandadhirudham Tribhuvanam Akhilam Tejasa
Now, Jaya Durga Puja is being performed as part of the Panchadevata Puja. Jaya Durga is the supreme deity of the Shakta Parampara. Jaya Durga is also known as Kaushiki.
Isha Dhupa Om Hrim Jai Durgayai Namaha. Isha Deepa Om Hrim Jai Durgayai Namaha. Idam Sopakarana
Devi Durga
Om Hrim Jai Durgayai
slayed
Namaha.
Shumbha and Nishumbha, 2 demons who tormented the gods, and thus the wish of the gods was fulfilled, and they praised the Devi by singing her stotras. The benevolent goddess Durga was pleased and asked them to choose a boon. The gods asked for destruction of the foes and the pacification of all the afflictions of the 3 worlds. The Devi granted them their boon and promised to incarnate on earth in the most ferocious forms whenever trouble arises due to the advent of negative forces on mankind.
श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय
The
नमो
Devi said,
बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः
whoever recites these
सर्वभूतदमनाय
hymns
नमो
of the Devi
मनोमनाय नमः
Mahatmyam
ओम ईशानः
will be forever
सर्वविद्यानां
blessed.
ईश्वरः
I shall
सर्वभूतानां
without doubt
ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणो
put an end to all the
अधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो
troubles
मे अस्ति सदा शिवो
that he may face. The Durga Saptashati, also known as Shri Shri Chandi, is a way to well-being. Hearing the stories about the Devi and her great pastimes narrated in this holy scripture destroys our sins and grants us freedom from illness. The recital of the Durga Saptashati, the Devi Mahatmya, where her manifestations are described, affords protection from evil spirits. The Panchadevata Puja is concluded and it is followed by Baneshwara Shiva Puja. Baneshwara Shiva Linga, though primarily an icon, an emblem of Lord Shiva, is also a yantra in any puja. Baneshwara Shiva Linga receives puja for any deity representing that deity. Therefore, we can offer puja to any deity, keeping Baneshwara Shiva Linga in front of us. Before the puja of other deities and Devi Durga specifically begins, this representation, this Shiva Linga, which represents all other deities, is worshipped by Pancha Upacharas, 5 offerings. Devi Durga blessed the gods in her avatara as the slayer of Shumbha and Nishumbha, and the benevolent Devi vanished, leaving the gods in awe and gratitude. But her promise remains. At every decisive juncture, Mother Durga keeps her promise to destroy the evil and reinstate the good whenever the world of gods and human beings are in need. Now begins the Dashamahavidya Puja. Dashamahavidyas, the 10 wisdom goddesses, are various forms, various aspects of the Shakti, the divine power, the primordial power, worshipped as the mother of the universe.
Iti Gandapushpam Kring Srimad Dakshina Kalikaya Namaha. Iti Gandapushpam Sthaniya Devatabhyo Namaha. Iti Gandapushpam Om Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Namaha.
This puja is followed by worshipping other divinities associated with the puja, with the Shakta Parampara, the geographical region where the puja is performed, and the Guru Parampara of the Pujaka.
इत्यस्य श्री दुर्गा मंत्रस्य नारद ऋषिर गायत्री छंदो
As part of the puja, worship is offered also to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Sri Sharada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, and other disciples of Sri Ramakrishna and Mother Sharada.
रांगमुष्टाभ्यंग नवरिंग तर्जनी भ्यंग स्वारुंग मध्यमाभ्यंग वषड रही गनामी कभ्यंग उरौं कनिष्ठाभ्यंग वषड रक करतल पृष्ठाभ्यंग स्त्राय फट रांग विदायाय नवरिंग शिरसे स्वारुंग
Hinduism attaches great importance to Shastracharya Parampara, scriptural injunctions are to be known and practiced as interpreted by Guru, a competent Acharya. Acharya's words are the scriptures for a devout Hindu. Devi Puja begins with Devi Dhyanam. Devi's divine form is meditated upon.
Navayovana sampannam sarvabharana bhushitam Sucharu dashanam tadvatapino natapayodharam Tribhangasthana sangsthanam mahishasuramardinim Mrinalayata sangsparsha dashavahu samanvitam Trishulam dakshinedhyayam kharagam chakram kramadadaha Tishnavanam tatha shakting dakshineshu vichintayit Khetakang pashamikang Bhukhetakang purnachapancha Pashamankushamevacha Ghantam va parashum vapi Samniveshayit Adhastan mahisham tadvat vishiraskam pradarshayit Shiraschedod bhavam tadvaddanabam kharagapaninam Ridishulena nirvinnan niryadantra vibhushitam Rakatarakati kritangam charakata vispuritekshanam Vishtitannagapashena bhrukuti bhishanananam Sapashavamahastena dhritakeshancha durgaya Vamatarudhiravakrancha devya singham pradarshayit Devyastu dakshinam padam samam singho paristhitam Kinchidurdham tatha vamam angushtham mahishopari Prasanna badanang devim sarvakama phalapradam Shatrukshayakaring deving daityadana badarpaham Stuyamanancha tadrupamamarai sanniveshayit Ugrachanda prachanda cha chandogra chandanaika Chanda chandavati chaiva chandarupati chandika Abhishakti virashtabhis satatam pariveshtitam Chintayit jagatang dhatring dharma kamarthamokshadam.
Devi Dhyana is followed by Manasa Puja. Devi is offered worship mentally.
Padyam charanayor dadyat manastu arghyam nivedayit Tenamritena chamaniyam snaniyam tena chasmritam Akashatattvam vastram syat gandha syad gandhatatvakam Chittam prakalpait pushpam dhupam pranan prakalpait Tejastattvam cha deepartham naivedyam syat sudham buddhi Anatadvanir ghanta vayutattvam cha chamaram Sahasraram bhavit chatram shabdatattvam cha gitakam Nrityam indriya karmani chanchalyam manasastatha Sumekhalam padmamalam pushpannana vidham tatha Amayadyair bhava pushpairarchayet bhava gocharam Amayam anahankaram aragam amadang tatha Amohakamadam bhancha dveshakshobhakau tatha अमात्सर्यमलोभञ्च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रह दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशैर्भावपुष्पै सम्पूजयेत् शिवाम्.
Manasa Puja was performed by offering 15 Bhava Pushpas mentally at the feet of the Divine Mother.
इति गन्धपुष्पे ओम ह्रीं आधारशक्तये नमः.
External worship is preceded by this internal worship, the mental worship, through the power of imagination and devotion. Bahya puja kalapebhyo manasam pujanam varam, says the scriptures. Therefore always Manasa Puja precedes. The external puja with the upacharas. Manasa Puja is completed. Now Vishesharghya Sthapanam is underway. Vishesharghya is also known as Danarghya. It is a special Arghya offering consecrated in a conch. Into this conch shell water is poured, consecrated water, and cosmic elements are invoked and worshipped. In this, the divine presence of the Devi also is invoked and installed.
ओम भूर्भुवस्वरीं श्री भगवती दुर्गे देवी आगच्छय आगच्छय तिष्ठय तिष्ठय सन्निधेय सन्निधेय सन्निरुद्धस्व सन्निरुद्धस्व य सम्मुखी भव य सम्मुखी भव प्राधिष्ठानं कुरु मम पूजां गृहाण इति गन्धपुष्पं दक्ष जगन्नाशिनी महाघोरायै योगिनी कोटिपरिवृतायै भद्रकाल्यै ओम दुर्गायै नमः.
Crescent moon, Ardhendu Krita Shekhara. She has 3 eyes, Lochana Traya Sanyukta, and her face is like the full moon. Purnendu Sadrishanana. The color of mother's body is like the yellow Atasi flower. Atasi Pushpavarnabha. She is firm, Supratishta. She is firm with a beautiful gaze. Supratishtham Trilochanam, says the Dhyana mantra. She is in prime youth. Navayavvana Sampanna.
Jatajuta Samayuktam Ardhendu Krita Shekhara
is once again
Lochanatraya Sangyuktam Purnendu Sadrishananam Atasi Pushpavarnabham Supratishtham Sulochanam Navayauvana Sampannam Sarva Bharana Bhushitam Sucharu Dashanam Tadavatapino Natapayodharam Tribhangasthana Sangsthanam Mahishasuramardinim Mrinalayata Sangsparsha Dashavahu Samanvitam Trishulam Dakshinedhyayam Karagang Chakran Kramadadaha Tikshnavanan Tatha Shakting Dakshineshu Vichintait Ketakang Purnacha Pancha Pashamankushamivacha Ghantam Va Parashum Vapi Vamatas Sanniveshait Adhastan Mahisham Tadvad Vishiraskam Pradarshait Shiraschedod Bhavam Tadvaddana Bankaragapadinam Ridishuleda Nirvinnan Niryadantra Vibhushitam Rakatarakti Kratangam Charakata Vispurite Kshanam Vishtitannagapashena Bhrukuti Bhishananam Sapashavamahastena Dhritakeshancha Durgaya Vamatarudhiravakrancha Divya Singham Pradarshait देव्यास्तु दक्षिणं पादं समं सिंहो परिस्थितं किञ्चिदूर्ध्वं तथा वामम् अङ्गुष्ठं महिषोपरि प्रसन्नवदनां देवीं सर्वकामफलप्रदां शत्रुक्षयकरीं देवीं दैत्यदानवदर्पहाम् स्तूयमानं च तद्रूपं नमरैः सन्निवेशयेत् उग्रचण्डा प्रचण्डा च चण्डोग्रा चण्डनायिका चण्डा चण्डवती चैव चण्डरूपाति चण्डिका आभिशक्तिभिरष्टाभिः सततं परिवेष्टितं चिन्तयेज्जगतां धात्रीं धर्मकामार्थमोक्षदाम्.
Devi Dhyana is concluded. Devi's divine form as Mahishasura Mardini was meditated upon, and the flowers into which her divine presence was invoked was offered on the Devi Ghata, followed by Abhyukshana. Devi is invoked, and in front of this divine presence, Devi's Dashopachara Puja begins.
Yogini Koti Parivritayai Bhadrakalyai Hrim Om Durgayai Namaha.
That was the Mula mantra of Devi Durga. Uttering this mantra repeatedly, various upacharas, offerings will be given to Devi Durga, beginning with Padhyam,
Ishwarghya Om Dakshayaggaminashinyai
Arghya, Achamaniya and Snaniya.
Ishwarghya Om Dakshayaggaminashinyai Mahaghoraयै Yogini Koti Parivritayai Bhadrakalyai Hrim Om Durgayai Namaha.
Devi is Atasi Pushpavarnabha. Her body has the Atasi flower hue, the yellow hue of the Atasi flower. She is firm and she has a beautiful gaze. She is in her prime youth. She has decorated herself with a variety of ornaments. She is Atasi Pushpavarnabha. She is Supratishta, Sulochana, Navayavana Sampanna and Sarvabharana Bhushita.
Yogini Koti Parivritayai Bhadrakalyai Hrim Om Durgayai Namaha. Om Agnimile Purohitam Yajnasya Devam Ritwijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam
Snaniyodakam, water for a ceremonial bath,
Prarpayatu
is
Shreshtatamaya
offered
Karamani
by uttering
Magna
the Veda
Ayahi
mantras.
Vitaye Grinano Habhyadataye Niyota Satshivarhishi Om Shanno Devi Ravishtaye Shanno Bhavantu Pitaye Shangyo Ravisravantu Naha Om Katyayanaya Vidmahi Kanyakumari Dhimai Tanno Durgi Prachodayato.
Snaniya offering was concluded by uttering Devi's Gayatri. Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgi Prachodayat. From the Yajurveda. Other upacharas follow, other offerings follow. Sandal paste, flowers, bell leaves, incense sticks, light, followed by food offerings.
Yogini Koti Parivritayai Bhadrakalyai Hrim Om Durgayai Namaha. Pushpam. इमानि सचंदन पुष्पाणि ओम दक्ष यज्ञ
Devi
विनाशिन्यै
Durga
महाघोरायै
is
योगिनी
conceptualized,
कोटि
is
परिवृतायै
represented
भद्रकाल्यै ह्रीं
as the
ओम दुर्गायै
Mahishasuramardini.
नमः.
Here she has beautiful teeth
बिल्वपत्रम्
and
इमानि
full
बिल्वदलानि
breasts
ओम दक्ष
representing
यज्ञ
motherhood.
विनाशिन्यै महाघोरायै योगिनी
She
कोटि
stands
परिवृतायै भद्रकाल्यै ह्रीं
at her neck,
ओम दुर्गायै
waist
नमः.
and knee.
एष धूपौम दक्ष यज्ञ विनाशिन्यै महाघोरायै
Sucharu Dashana,
योगिनी कोटि
Pinonnata
परिवृतायै
Payodhara,
भद्रकाल्यै ह्रीं ओम
Tribhangasthana
दुर्गायै नमः.
Samsthana,
ओम कात्यायनाय विद्महे
Mahishasuramardini.
कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गी प्रचोदयात्.
She is striking Mahishasura,
ईश दीप ओम दक्ष
the
यज्ञ
evildoer,
विनाशिन्यै
the tormentor
महाघोरायै
of the
योगिनी
world,
कोटि
at her feet.
परिवृतायै भद्रकाल्यै ह्रीं ओम
She has
दुर्गायै
10
नमः.
hands
ओम
which
कात्यायनाय
are
विद्महे
as soft as the
कन्याकुमारी
lotus
धीमहि
petals.
तन्नो दुर्गी प्रचोदयात्.
Mrinalayata Sangsparsha Dasha Bahu Samanvita.
भगतस्मै जलताम्बूल नारिकेल सहित
Her
सोपकरण
hands
नैवेद्याय
on the
नमः.
right side
भगतस्मै
hold
जलताम्बूल नारिकेल सहित
various
सोपकरण
weapons like
नैवेद्याय नमः.
Trishula,
ओमिते गन्धपुष्पे
Khadga,
तस्मै जलताम्बूल
Chakra,
नारिकेल
sharp
सहित
arrow
सोपकरण
and Shakti.
नैवेद्याय नमः. ओमिते गन्धपुष्पे
Trishulam
तदधिपतये
Dakshine
देवाय
Dhyayam
श्री
Khadgam
विष्णवे नमः.
Chakram
ओमिते
Kramadadhaha
गन्धपुष्पे एतत्
Tikshna
सम्प्रदानाय
Banam
श्री
Tatha Shaktim Dakshineshu
भगवद्दुर्गायै नमः.
Vichintayet
फट् फट् फट्
Khetakam
ओम
Purnachapancha
सुप्रोक्षितमस्तु ओम श्री
Pasham
विष्णु पुंडरीकाक्ष
Ankushamevacha.
पुनातु.
Hands on the left side hold Khedaka, Purnachapa, Pasha, Ankusha
इदं सोपकरण नैवेद्यम्
and
ओम दक्ष
Ghanta
यज्ञ
or
विनाशिन्यै
Parashu.
महाघोरायै योगिनी कोटि परिवृतायै भद्रकाल्यै
Ghantam va
ह्रीं
Padashum
ओम
vapi
दुर्गायै
Vamata
नमः.
Sanniveshayet.
ओम ह्रीं एतज्जलं श्री अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा.
Below
ओम
is the
प्राणाय
body of a
स्वाहा.
male
ओम
buffalo
अपानाय स्वाहा. ओम
with its
व्यानाय
head
स्वाहा.
separated.
ओम उदानाय स्वाहा. ओम
Adhastan
समानाय
Mahisham
स्वाहा.
Tadvad Vishiraskam Pradarshayet. And from that emerges the Asura, the Mahishasura, holding a sword. He is struck on his chest with the Shula, and there his internal organs surface. Shirashchedodbhavam tadvaddanavam khadgapaninam hridi shulena nirbhinnam niryadantra vibhushitam. The pictures of Sri Sharada Devi is placed. The pictures of Sri Sharada Devi and Sri Ramakrishna are placed in the Puja Mandap adjacent to the image of Devi Durga. And puja is offered to these great teachers of universal message of Vedanta as part of the Durga Puja. Among modern acharyas of the Adhyatma Darshana, among the modern teachers of religion and spirituality, Sri Ramakrishna believes in the reality of God, who is non-dual supreme truth as declared in the Upanishads, but who can assume various forms according to the adhikara or needs of the devotees. Ekamapi paramatma tattvam nirasta samasta dosham nirupadhikam advaitam tadupasakanam adhikara bhedena bahudha sambhavati. Sri Ramakrishna says, remember that God with form is just as true as God without form. But hold fast to your own conviction. It is enough to have faith in either aspect. When one of his devotees, Mahendranath Gupta, protests that certainly the God cannot be the clay image, the master, Sri Ramakrishna, interrupts him, saying, but why clay? It is an image of the spirit. Mrinmayi kano, Chinmayi. It is an image of the spirit. It is an image of the eternal pure consciousness. Even if the image is made of clay, there is need for that sort of worship. God himself has provided different forms of worship through the scriptures. He who is the Lord of the universe has arranged all these forms to suit different men and women in different stages of knowledge. The mother cooks different dishes to suit the stomachs of the different children. At Belur Math, the Chinmayi Durga is worshipped in the Mrinmayi Pratima. It is Pratima worship in a different sense. Pratimayar Muddhe Ma Durga Puja, worshipping the Mother Durga in Pratima, in every mother. Each woman is a living embodiment of this primordial power which creates, sustains and destroys the whole universe. The Shakti of the Shakta Parampara is our sweet mother. Sri Ramakrishna says, no one can say with finality that God is only this and nothing else. He is formless and again he has forms. For the bhakta, he assumes forms, but he is formless. For the jnani, who looks on the world as a mere dream, through the cooling influence, as it were, of the bhakta's love of water, through the cooling influence of the bhakta's love, the water of the shoreless ocean of Satchidananda has frozen at places into blocks of ice. In other words, God assumes various forms, even though he is formless, for his lovers, and reveals himself or herself to them as various forms, but with the rising of the sun of knowledge, Jnana Suryodaya, the block of ice melts. Then one does not feel that God is with form, nor does one see God's forms. What he is cannot be described. Says Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna about the ideal behind the worship of God in various forms, in various images, and what they stand for. The Saguna Brahman, who is the father, or the mother of the universe, is meant for the bhaktas. The bhakta believes that God has attributes and reveals himself or herself to men as person assuming form. A person can assume various forms, put on various clothes, can appear with various names at different places, play different roles. God also plays various roles for the sake of his children, for the sake of her children. God is father as well as mother of all of us. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. The God can listen to our prayers, says Sri Ramakrishna. He creates, preserves and destroys the universe and is endowed with infinite power. It is easier to attain God following the path of devotion. Devotion will slowly lead to a realization about the true nature of God. One can see God's forms and God's formless aspect as well. Only a person who lives under the tree knows the animal which can appear in various colors and which is a resident of that tree. A person who has taken refuge at the feet of the Sagunat Paramatman, God with form, God who has assumed form for our upasana's sake, can know gradually the true nature of that God. Devotion is a path to self-realization. In the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Bhagavan Krishna which path he should follow to attain God. There is the path of the Akshara Brahma, the path which focuses on the true nature of God, the Akshara Swarupa, the Nirvikalpa Nirakara form of the God, the Advaita aspect of God. And again there is another path which approaches God by assuming various forms and through devotion. The Lord says, Arjuna, follow the path of bhakti. The path of bhakti is easier to follow, and this path will slowly lead to the path of Akshara Brahmopasana and the realization of the true nature of God. Today is the Vijaya Dashami Tithi. Today the Navaratri Pujas are concluded. At Belur Math, Durga Pujas concluding rituals will be performed today. In the Puja Mandap, Devi's Dashopachara Puja is underway. After Devi Puja, her Parivara Devatas will be worshipped. Devi's 6 Anga Devatas will be worshipped, followed by Navapatrika Puja. And all the Parivara Devatas of Devi Durga will be given various upacharas. There will be Ganesha Puja, Lakshmi Puja, Saraswati Puja, Kartika Puja, followed by even Mahishasura Puja and Mahasimha Puja. The Vahanas of the deities will be worshipped. There will be Shiva Puja and Narayana Puja. Now Devi Saraswati is worshipped. Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, is the goddess of knowledge, a very important manifestation of the divine power, the universal mother. Parvati is basically conceptualized as the power and consort of Shiva.
Dibhujam Shatruhantaram Nanalankara Bhushitam Prasanna Badanang Devang Sarvasena Samabritam.
Now Kartika Puja is taking place. Kartikeya is the god of valor, courage and success. He led the army of gods against the Asura Taraka. He taught the gods the meaning of Pranava. He is the son, he is the worthy son of Devi Durga. He represents valor and success, courage and power. Mother comes with all these divine qualities to inculcate them into the mind of her children. Mahishasura Puja is part of the Durga Puja. Isha Dhupa Om Mahishasudaya Namaha. Isha Deepa Om Mahishasudaya Namaha. The subdued evil force is worthy of worship, not when unsubdued. Devi emerged from the power of all the gods, from the collective power of all the gods. The Devi assumed her form of Mahishasura Mardini. When she emerges in our mind, the evil forces which torment us in our mind will be subdued, and they will no more torment us. They can be utilized for attaining higher ideals of our life. The Mahasimha, the Vahana, which the Devi rides, is being worshipped now. Devi is Parvati, she is Haimavati, Girija and Dakshayani. She is the daughter of Himalayas. She was the daughter of Daksha in her previous birth. She is the consort of Shiva, therefore Mridani or Shivani. Rudrani and Shivani, Sharvani stress her aspect as the spouse of Shiva. Still others like Aparna and Uma are some of the names that she has, and they are specific references to certain stories in the Puranic literature.
इत्यष्टौ तव नामानि तस्मात् सिंह पराक्रमः तस्या
She is
सिंहासनेति
Simhavahini. She rides a lion. The lion represents
शिव साक्षात् त्वयि
divine power.
त्वयि स्थितो हरिर्देवस्तदर्थं तप्यते तपः नमस्ते
the lion is worshipped as a form of Nrisimha, an avatara of Bhagavan Vishnu. According to the Puranic accounts, in her first incarnation, Devi Durga was Dakshayani, the daughter of Daksha. Daksha was a Prajapati, a son of Brahma, the creator, and Prasuti. Daksha gave her his daughter Devi Sati in marriage to Lord Shiva. But he was unable to understand Lord Shiva's greatness.
ईशगंध ओं नमः शिवाय नमः इदं सचंदन पुष्पम ओं नमः शिवाय नमः इदं सचंदन बिल्वदलम ओं नमः शिवाय नमः ईशधूप ओं नमः शिवाय नमः.
Daksha once reviled Lord Shiva and started harboring hatred towards him. When Daksha undertook the performance of a great sacrifice, the notable exception among the dignitaries invited was Shiva himself. Much against the advice of her spouse, Dakshayani went to the sacrifice uninvited, and being slighted, she ended her life by throwing herself into the sacrificial fire. Hence, she came to be known as Sati, the chaste. She was then reborn as Parvati, the daughter of Himavan and Mena.
Om Namah Shivaya Shantaya Karanatraya Hetave Nivedayami Chatmanam Tvangati Parameshwara.
After performing intense austerities, she succeeded in pleasing Shiva and making him accept her again as his consort. Devi Durga, while performing severe austerities in her birth as Parvati, the daughter of Himalaya, refused to eat even dry leaves to sustain herself, and hence got the appellation Aparna. Her mother Mena, unable to see her dear daughter languished by these austerities, tried to dissuade her by the words, Uma, my dear, don't do like this. Ma, which means her another name, Uma. Being the daughter of the Himalayas, the abode of snow, she has to be Gauri, the white one, the snow-white Mother Gauri. As the mother of the universe, she is Amba and Ambika. Both the words meaning mother. Devi Durga, like her consort Shiva, has two aspects,
Ishagandhaung Narayanaya
the
Namaha.
mild and the terrible.
Idam Sachandana Pushpamong Narayanaya Namaha.
As Parvati or Uma, she represents the mild aspect, Saumya Murti. In this aspect, she is usually shown with Shiva. Then she has only two hands, the right one holding a blue lotus and the left hanging loosely by the side. The image is richly decorated. When represented independently, she is shown with four hands, two hands holding red and blue lotuses, and the other two exhibiting the Varada and Abhaya mudras. Her hands give boons. She bestows boons on her devotees, and she assures fearlessness, Abhaya.
Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Trailokya Pujita Shriman Sada Vijaya Vardhana Shantin Kuru Gadapane Narayana Namostute Dheyam Sada Parivavaganam Abishtadoham Tirthaspadam Shiva Virinchinutam Sharanyam Bhrityartiham Pranatapala Bhavabdhipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravindam Yaktiva Sudustyaja Surepsitarajya Lakshmim Dharmishta Arjavachasa Yadgadaranyam Mayamrigam Daitepsitamanvadhavad Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravindam.
Shiva Puja and Narayana Puja were performed as part of the Dasami Puja. This is followed by Gandha Pushpa Puja to various divinities. Various deities painted in the consecrated image of Devi Durga are being worshipped now.
Ete Gandhapushpe Om Hrim Shrim Navadurga Yei Namaha. Ete Gandhapushpe Om Hrim Shrim Jayantyadi Ekadasha Shaktibhyo Namaha. Ete Gandhapushpe Om Trishuladi Divyastrebhyo Namaha.
All the female deities are called Shaktis of their male counterparts.
Sarvayudharinyai Durga Yei Namaha.
The words Shakti and Devi are more particularly or even exclusively used to denote the Shakti of Shiva, the innumerable aspects of Parvati. Considering Shiva as Mahadeva, the supreme god, Parvati represents his power, the supreme Shakti, by which the universe is created, sustained and destroyed. All the gods and all the goddesses are worshipped with flowers and sandal paste. This is followed by the worship of Devi Durga once again. After the puja of the Parivara Devatas, Devi Durga is once again worshipped. This is the final puja for the Devi before she departs to her divine abode.
Om Rhim Jata Juta Samayuktam Ardhendu Krita Shekharam Locanatraya Sangyuktam Purnendu Sadrishananam Atasi Pushpavarnabham Supratishtham Sulochanam Navayauvana Sampannam Sarvabharana Bhushitam Sucharu Dashanam Tadavatapino Natapayodharam त्रिभङ्गस्थानसंस्थानां महिषासुरमर्दिनीं मृणालायत संस्पर्श दशबाहुसमन्वितं त्रिशूलं दक्षिणे ध्येयं खड्गं चक्रं क्रमादधः तीक्ष्णबाणं तथा शक्तिं दक्षिणेषु विचिन्तयेत् खेटकं पूर्णचापं च पाशमङ्कुशमेव च घण्टां वा परशुं वापि वामतः सन्निवेशयेत् अधस्तान् महिषं तद्वद् विशिरस्कं प्रदर्शयेत् शिरश्छेदोद्भवं तद्वद्दानवं खड्गपाणिनं हृदि शूलेन निर्भिन्नं निर्यदन्त्रविभूषितं रक्तारक्तिकृताङ्गं च रक्तविस्फुरिते क्षणं वेष्टितं नागपाशेन भ्रूकुटीभीषणाननं सपाशवामहस्तेन धृतकेशं च दुर्गया वमतरुधिरवक्त्रं च दिव्या सिंहं प्रदर्शयेत् दिव्यास्तु दक्षिणं पादं समं सिंहोपरि स्थितं किञ्चिदूर्ध्वं तथा वामम् अङ्गुष्ठं महिषोपरि प्रसन्नवदनां देवीं सर्वकामफलप्रदं शत्रुक्षयकरीं देवीं दैत्यदानवदर्पहां स्तूयमानं च तद्रूपममरैः सन्निवेशयेत् उग्रचण्डा प्रचण्डा च चण्डोग्रा चण्डनायिका चण्डा चण्डवती चैव चण्डरूपाति चण्डिका आभिशक्तिभिरष्टाभिः सततं परिवेष्टितां चिन्तयेज्जगतां धात्रीं धर्मकामार्थमोक्षदाम्.
Devi Durga is worshipped during the Durga Puja, especially in Bengal, as the Mahishasuramardini. In the month of Ashwin, Mother Durga comes down from her heavenly home to her parents' home on earth. In the Bengali folklore, among the religious community, Mother Durga is visualized as the daughter in the household of her devotees. She lives away from her paternal home in the Mount Kailasa with her consort Bhagavan Shankara. But she comes home once in a year to be with her near and dear ones, and that is the occasion for the Durga Puja, which is celebrated with so much of fervor and fanfare in the last 3 days of the Navaratri, on Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, followed by a farewell puja on the Dashami.
Idam sachandana pushpam om dakshayagga vinashinyai mahaghorayai yogini
Another worship is accorded to Mother Durga ritually before she departs to her divine abode. This is a humble send-off for the Divine Mother from her children.
Idam sachandana bilyadalam om dakshayagga vinashinyai mahaghorayai yogini koti parivritayai bhadrakalyai Hrim Om Durgayai Namaha Sangayai Savaranayai Sayudhayai Sabahanayai Saparivarayai Shri Bhagavad Durgayai Namaha.
In the morning of the Vijaya Dashami, that is today, a brief puja was performed.
Sangayai Savaranayai Sayudhayai Sabahanayai Saparivarayai
all the associated divinities were worshipped. Now the final puja of the Durga Puja is taking place. As part of this puja, a Sheetal Bhog, an offering of cool food, will be offered and Arati will be done.
Sri Bhagavad Durgayai Namaha Om Katyayanaaya Vidimahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgi Prachodayato.
Sheetal Bhog is ready in front of Devi Durga in large vessels. This is a ritualistic send-off, a humble send-off for the Divine Mother after offering 3 days of worship to her and her retinue.
Phat 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 om suprokshitamustu om Sri Vishnu Pundalikaksha Punat.
Sheetal Bhog is being offered, an offering of cool food made with sweets and fruits.
Idam sopakarana dadhikaramba naivedyam Om daksha yagga vinashinyai mahaghorayai Yogini koti parivritayai bhadrakalyai Rim om durgayai namaha Sangayai sabaranayai sayudhayai sabahanayai Saparivarayai Shri Bhagavad Durgayai namaha. Om Rimita Jalam Amrito Pustaranamasi Swaha.
Durga is the most widely worshipped aspect of the Shakti, the Universal Mother. An entire Purana, the Devi Bhagavatam, has been dedicated to her. Another work, more well known than the Devi Bhagavatam, but containing practically the same material in a concise form, is the Devi Mahatmyam, or the Durga Saptashati Shri Shri Chandi. Literally, Durga means one who is difficult to approach or difficult to know. She is the personification of the totality of the powers of the gods. She is naturally difficult to approach or to know. However, being the mother of the universe, she is the personification of tender love when supplicated. Mother's Sheetal Bhog is being offered now on the Puja Mandap in this final hour of the Puja. A number of aspects, both major and minor, of Devi or Shakti, Devi Parvati, is too numerous to deal with in a puja. Therefore, elaborately Mother Durga would be worshipped and the other aspects would be mentioned and meditated upon, and short pujas are accorded to them. Annapurna is the name of the Divine Mother. Annapurna is an aspect of Devi Durga. She is known as Annapurna in Varanasi, Kashi. She is the possessor and giver of food. Parvati got this name since she served food to Shiva when he was roaming about as a mendicant. She is shown serving food from a vessel of ruby in her Annapurna aspect. Her worship ensures that the household will never lack food.
दमनारिकिलोदकमं दक्षयज्ञविनाशिन्यै महाघोरायै योगिनी कोटिपरिवृतायै भद्रकाल्यै
Devi Durga
ॐ
is
दुर्गायै
Aparajita.
नमः
She is the
साङ्गायै
invincible.
सावरणायै सायुधायै सवाहनायै
It is one of the
सपरिवारायै
names of Durga and a
श्रीभगवद्दुर्गायै
well-known
नमः
series of
ईशाविजया ॐ
verses ending with the
दक्षयज्ञविनाशिन्यै
words
महाघोरायै
Namastasyai
योगिनी
are called
कोटिपरिवृतायै
Aparajita Stotra
भद्रकाल्यै
in
ह्रीं ॐ
the
दुर्गायै
Durga
नमः
Saptashati.
साङ्गायै सावरणायै सायुधायै सवाहनायै सपरिवारायै श्रीभगवद्दुर्गायै नमः इदं पुनराचमनियोदकमं
Devi is Bala,
दक्षयज्ञविनाशिन्यै
the child.
महाघोरायै योगिनी
She is considered as the daughter of Lalita Tripura Sundari.
साङ्गायै
Another
सावरणायै
aspect of Devi
सायुधायै
Durga
सवाहनायै सपरिवारायै
in the
श्रीभगवद्दुर्गायै नमः इदं
Kali
ताम्बूलं
Kula.
दक्षयज्ञविनाशिन्यै
Devi
महाघोरायै योगिनी
Lalita Tripura
कोटिपरिवृतायै
Sundari is the form
भद्रकाल्यै
of Devi
ह्रीं ॐ
Durga
दुर्गायै
worshipped in
नमः
the Shri Kula.
साङ्गायै सावरणायै
But
सायुधायै
Lalita
सवाहनायै
is one of the
सपरिवारायै
aspects of the Devi Durga
श्रीभगवद्दुर्गायै नमः
in the northern tradition.
ॐ जयन्ती मङ्गला काली
Devi in the form of Bala, the 9 years old Devi, she destroyed the 30 sons of Bhandasura. She is Bhadrakali. She is said to have sprung up from Uma's wrath. When Daksha insulted Shiva and fought along with Veerabhadra to destroy Daksha's sacrifice. The Moola mantra of Devi Durga mentions Bhadrakali, the Daksha Yajna Vinashini. ईश सचंदन पत्र पुष्पांजलि ओम दक्ष यज्ञ विनाशिन्यै Devi Durga is the Bhuta Mata, the mother of goblins, the mother of all the elements, and the mother of all the creatures, all the living creatures. She resides under the Ashwatha and has a host of demons, goblins, and demigods as a retinue. This is another terrible form of the Universal Mother. Devi Durga is Chamunda. Chamunda is same as Kali. She got this name since she killed Chanda and Munda in the battle against Shumbha and Nishubha. Durga Shiva Kshamadhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. She is the Gayatri, she is the Savitri, and she is the Saraswati. She is Indrakshi, one whose eyes are similar to Indra's. She is the aspect of Devi, specially worshipped by Indra, as also the Apsara women, the heavenly damsels. She is richly decorated and holds the Vajrayudha. When she is pleased by hymns, she can cure even incurable diseases. Jagadhatri is another form of Devi Durga, one who sustains the world. That is the meaning of the word Jagadhatri. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye. Flowers are offered at the feet of Devi Durga after her puja, and prayers are uttered. Gunasraye Gunamaye Narayani Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute Pranatanam Prasidatvam Devi Vishwarati Harini Trailokya Vasinami Diye Lokanam Barada Bhava Om Bhutani Durga Bhuvanani Durga Striyapashuscha Narascha Durga Yad Yadhi Drishyam Khalutadhi Durga Durga Swarupati Yaparam Nakinchiti Durga Swarupadhi Param Kinchit. There is nothing in this universe which is not a form of Devi Durga. The prayers are concluded by uttering the pranama mantra of Devi Shri Sharada, the consort of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the incarnation of the modern age. Now the Durga Puja is complete. The Divine Mother is propitiated to our satisfaction. Puja Krita Shri Mata Prasadita. Now the Divine Mother is ready to leave this place to her divine abode. In the morning of the Vijaya Dashami today, Devi was worshipped with Dasha Upacharas. A Dashopachara Puja was performed following the preliminary rituals. Then Devi's Parivara Devatas and all the associated divinities were worshipped. Devi was offered a special offering of cool food, of fruits and sweets and nuts. Now is the time for Pushpanjali, the flower offerings. The revered monks and brahmacharins of the Ramakrishna Sangha are present to offer Pushpanjali. The Pushpanjali mantras will be uttered and the flowers will be reverentially offered at the feet of Devi Durga. Durga Puja was concluded with various pujas and rituals. Durga Puja was conducted on a small scale from the very beginning of the Ramakrishna Sangha's history. It was first celebrated with an image and in a grand scale at Belur Math in 1901. Since then, Durga Puja has been celebrated here every year, although for a few years after the first celebration in 1901, Pratima worship was not done.
Om Jayanti
Now the Pushpanjali.
Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Shiva Shamadhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Isha Sachandana Patra Pushpanjali Om Dakshayagna Vinashinyai Mahaghorayai Yogini Koti Paribritayai Bhadrakalyai Ring Om Durgayai Namaha Sangayai Savaranayai Sayudhayai Sabahanayai Saparivarayai Shri Bhagavat Durgayai Namaha Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते प्रणतानां प्रसीदत्वं देवी विश्वारति हारिणी त्रैलोक्य वासिनां ईड्ये लोकानां वरदा भव। ओम भूतानि दुर्गा भुवनानि दुर्गा स्त्रियः पशुश्च नरश्च दुर्गा यत् यत् हि दृश्यं खलु तत् हि दुर्गा दुर्गा स्वरूपात् ह्यपरं न किंचित्। ओम यथाग्नेर दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्या स्वरूपांगतां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्।
Pushpanjali mantras were uttered. The Anjali would be offered at the feet of Devi Durga by the revered monks and brahmacharis of the Ramakrishna Sangha. Usually, Hindu sannyasins do not conduct this kind of elaborate ritualistic worship, but Swami Vivekananda had clear reasons to start a tradition of Durga Puja at the very center of the Ramakrishna Vedanta movement here in Belur Math. One reason was to gain the acceptance of the local community, the local Orthodox Hindu community, for the new way of life that Swamiji and his monastic brothers were leading. The Hindu society in Calcutta had not fully accepted Swamiji's going to the West, and the rather unconventional ways of life at Belur Math, which included disregard for caste rules and mixing with Westerners. As a matter of fact, the celebration of Durga Puja helped to remove much of the misunderstanding and misgivings about the new monastic institution among the local people. Another reason was that Swamiji wanted to institutionalize the respect for divinity of motherhood and the sanctity of womanhood. Swamiji saw that one of the main reasons for the advancement of the Western nations was the elevation of women, and one of the main reasons for the backwardness of India was the neglect of women in this country. Worship of the Divine Mother, especially the Kumari Puja, would create the awareness of the potential divinity of women and a respectful attitude towards them. There was still a third reason behind Swamiji's beginning the worship of, institutionalizing the worship of the Divine Mother at Belur Math. That was a spiritual vision.
Namaste Jagad Vyapike Vishwarupe Namaste Jagad Vandya Padaravinde Namaste Jagat Tarini Trahi Durge Namaste Jagat Chintyamana Swarupe नमस्ते महायोगिनी ज्ञानरूपे नमस्ते सदानन्दनन्दस्वरूपे नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे नमस् अनाथस्य दीनस्य तृष्णातुरस्य क्षुधार्तस्य भीतस्य बध्यस्य जन्तोः त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तारकर्त्री नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे
Dasami Tithi Vihita Puja is concluded with prayers in Sanskrit.
त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तार हेतुर नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे अपारे महादुस्तरे अत्यंत घोरे विपत्सागरे मज्जताम देह भाजम त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तार नौका नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे नमश्चंडिके चंडदोर्दंडलीला समुत्खंडिता खंडला शेषभीते त्वमेका गतिर्विघ्न संदोहहंत्री नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे त्वमेका जिताराधिता सत्यवादी न्यमेया जिता क्रोधना क्रोधनिष्ठा निरापिंगला त्वं सुषुम्ना च नाडी नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे नमो देवी दुर्गे शिवे भीमनादे सरस्वती अरुन्धती अमोघस्वरूपे विभूति शची कालरात्रि सती त्वं नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे शरणमसि सुराणां सिद्ध्य विद्याधराणां मुनिदनुजनराणां व्याधिभिपीडितानां नृपतिगृहगतानां दस्युभिरावृतानां त्वमसि शरणमेका देवी दुर्गे प्रसीद इदं स्तोत्रं मया प्रोक्तम् आपदुद्धारहेतुकम् त्रिसन्ध्यम् एकसन्ध्यं वा पठनादेव सङ्कटात् मुच्यते नात्र सन्देहो भुवि स्वर्गे रसातले समस्तश्लोकमेकं वा यः पठेद् भक्तितः सदा स सर्वदुष्कृतिं तीर्त्वा प्राप्नोति परमां गतिं पठनादस्य देवेशि किं न सिद्ध्यति भूतले श्री दुर्गा कवचम ईश्वर उवाच ओम श्रीनुदेवी प्रवक्ष्यामि कवचम सर्वसिद्धिदं पठित्वा धारयित्वा च नरो
देवी कवचम
संकटात्
is being chanted.
कवचम देवी दुर्गा मंत्रं च यो जपेत् सनाप्नोति फलं तस्य परे च नरकं व्रजेत् इदं गुह्यतमं देवी कवचम तव कथ्यते गोपनीयं प्रयत्नेन सावधानावधारय.
Today is the holy Vijayadashami, the 10th day, the victorious 10th day, which concludes the Durga Puja celebrations. In the morning of the Vijayadashami, a brief puja was performed. Then the Sheetal Bhog, which is the offering of cool food offering, was given to Devi Durga. It was followed by Pushpanjali. Katim Bhagavati Devi Dvauru Vindhyavasini Mahabala Janghe Dve
Durga
Puja
Talavasini
is an important festival in the socio-religious life of the people of Bengal. Swami Vivekananda worshipped Devi Durga in an image of Mahishasuramardini in the year 1901 at Belur Math for the first time. Swamiji had various reasons to start Durga Puja at Belur Math. A very special reason was a divine vision, a spiritual vision. A few days before Durga Puja in 1901, Swamiji had the vision of Durga Puja being done at Belur Math. Around that time, Swami Brahmanandaji, Raja Maharaj, a brother disciple, a brother monk of Swamiji, saw in a vision that Mother Durga was coming across the Ganga from Dakshineshwar temple in Kolkata towards Belur Math. Swamiji Maharaj asked Swami Brahmanandaji to make preparations for Durga Puja immediately, although only a few days were left to begin the puja. The main difficulty then was to get a clay image for the worship. Inquiries at Kamatuli, where the images were made. Kamatuli had only one image left, and that was brought to Belur Math for the Durga Puja, and the puja celebrations began. Now Arati is being performed in front of Devi Durga. The Arati concludes the Dasami Puja. नमस्ते शरण्ये शिवे सानुकंपे, नमस्ते जगद्व्यापिके विश्वरूपे, नमस्ते जगद्वन्द्य पादारविंदे, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे, नमस्ते जगच्चिन्त्यमान स्वरूपे, नमस्ते महायोगिनी ज्ञानरूपे, नमस्ते सदानंद नंदस्वरूपे, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। अनाथस्य दीनस्य तृष्णातुरस्य, क्षुधार्तस्य भीतस्य बद्धस्य जन्तोः, त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तारकर्त्री, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। अरण्ये रणे दारुणे शत्रुमध्ये नले सागरे प्रान्तरे राजगेहे, त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तार हेतुः, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। अपारे महादुस्तरे अत्यंत घोरे विपत्सागरे मज्जतां देहभाजाम्, त्वमेका गतिर्देवी निस्तार नौका, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। नमश्चंडिके चंडदोर्दंड लीला समुत्खंडिताखंडलाशेष भीते, त्वमेका गतिर्विघ्न संदोह हंत्री, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। त्वमेका जिताराधिता सत्यवादिन्यमेयाजिता क्रोधनाक्रोधनिष्ठा, इडा पिंगला त्वं सुषुम्ना च नाडी, नमस्ते जगत्तारिणी त्राहि दुर्गे। The Aratrikam is in progress on the Puja Mandap of Belur Math. Brahmachari Shubhrato Maharaj is performing Aratrikam to Devi Durga after Devi's Puja as part of the Dashami Tithi Vihita Puja. A large assembly of devotees is present. The dhak is being played loudly. and Karpura Arati is being waved in front of the mother. नमो देवी दुर्गे शिवे भीमनादे सरस्वत्यरुन्धत्यमोघ स्वरूपे विभूति शची कालरात्रि सती त्वं नमस्ते जगत्तारिणि त्राहि दुर्गे. शरणमसि सुराणां सिद्धक विद्याधराणां मुनिदनुज जनानां मुनिदनुज नराणां व्याधिभिः पीडितानां नृपति गृहगतानां दस्युभिरावृतानां त्वमसि शरणमेका देवी दुर्गे प्रसीद. Is offered as part of the Arataka ceremony. Dashabhuja Mahishasura Madhini Devi Durga is accepting the offering. From her devotees, the graceful Pratima, the consecrated image of Mother, is in the Puja Mandapa. The Aratrikam is being witnessed by hundreds of devotees in the Puja Mandapa. Is the very embodiment of mantra. She is the very embodiment of the scriptures. She is Swaha and Swabha. She is Vashatkara. She is all the letters that constitute our language. She is the embodiment of all the gunas. Tvam Swaha, Tvam Swabha, Tvam Hi Vashatkara Swaratmika. Sudha Tvam Akshare Nitye Tridha Matra Sthita Sthita Ardha Matra Sthita Nitya Yanucharya Visheshataha. Devi herself is the sacrifice and she is the heaven which is the reward to be attained through the performance of sacred rituals. She is Sudha, the food of the Devas, which signifies